guys, I'm here with another video. Welcome to episode 7 of Building Random Stuff. Today we're building a police station. So, yeah. Have you guys ever haven't you guys built a police station yet? Let me know in the live chat. But anyway, let's not talk about that right now because we have to get building. So let's build a police station. Hello, SB, welcome to live stream. Sorry. What is your PC specs? I'm not playing on PC, I'm playing on PlayStation.
How to make a police station for all of your city building needs. Our police station has a waiting/reception area. It has a vehicle garage. It has a jail area with individual jail cells. Our police station has 2 floors, which necessitates a staircase. On the 2nd floor, we have an office area where detectives and police people can do their desk work. We have the captain's office. We have an interrogation room. We also have a processing area. This is where you would have your mugshot taken. And you also have the 2-way mirror so that you can see into the interrogation room. And last but not least, we have the roof access door, which of course has the police helicopter. Just below it, we have a compounding and storage facility for police vehicles and vehicles that have been, for a lack of a better word, confiscated. We have police cars and police motorcycles. We even have a riot van, and when you put that all together, you will find that you have a pretty impressive police station. However, in this tutorial, we will only be building everything that you can see on the screen right now. You will have to follow part 2 to make all of the other things that I showed you, but I just thought it'd be really fun to show you everything all together as it's supposed to look once you eventually finish everything. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the little bell next to the subscription button. That will ensure that you get all of my stuff sent directly to your sub box, and you won't miss any of the police related tutorials that I'm going to be putting out, including the inside of the police station, the police car, the police chopper, the riot van, and the police helicopter. All of those are going to be separate tutorials which you will be able to find in the card system, description below, and the top of the comment section as they all get released. Without any further ado, let's get started. Start building, ladies and gentlemen. Here are all of the materials that we are going.
Right, let's grab the materials, what we need for this police station. Sorry about that, guys. Man, I'm tired.
To make our police station. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those materials and enough of them as well. The amount of ground space required to make the station is a 46 by 42 block area on the ground. Do feel free to make this grid in your world if you do.
Hello, let's go. Welcome to live stream.
Planning out your city. And that's it. Pause the video if you have to. Gather all that stuff. Make sure that you've got enough room to make it. Make sure you're ready. And once you are, we can make this awesome police station. Step 1, officers. Come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid. That is, of course, if you've made the grid. If not, it's no big deal. From the front left-hand corner, count backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is the starting position. Place 9 white concrete on top of this block.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Go right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want you to extend that 5th block all the way down to the ground. I then want you to
Whoa, that's sick.
extend
Thanks.
across by an additional 5. Then that 5th block all the way down to the ground. I then want you to return upwards and extend further across by an additional 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then extend that block down to the ground, just like this. I want you to take the entire row that you extended to the ground and extend it backwards by 2 rows. 1, 2. And I do mean the entire rows as well. Once you have extended those entire rows backwards, I want you to, going right at the bottom of the 2nd row, place 4 pillar quartz block coming up from the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stick a quartz slab on top. Extend the quartz slab to the right by 13.
13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And then join that block down to the ground using your pillar quartz block. What I then want you to do is front right diagonally in relation to the pillar quartz block, place 2 rows of white concrete moving forward. So 1, 2, like this. Extend the white concrete upwards by 3 rows. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. I then want you to take the top of the row of the most outward white concrete, and I want you to place 4 blue concrete blocks going right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Place a white concrete, 4 more blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. White concrete, 4 more blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then a white concrete. And I want you to join all of the white concretes down to the ground. Every single one of them. All the way down. Just like this. That is perfect. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're just going to extend the white concretes backwards, each one of them. We'll actually leave this end one alone though. The reason being is we're going to extend this backwards by a certain amount, and I don't want to get confused. So what we actually need right now is some stone brick stairs. So we're just going to chuck away, say, the smooth stone for a bit, and we're going to grab these stone brick stairs. These 3 holes are garages. These garages are made simply by placing stone brick stairs in between all of the empty space.
Oh, I have to go. Have a good day, man. Thank you. I really appreciated that.
3 holes are garages. These garages are made simply by placing stone brick stairs in between all of the empty space behind the first row of white and blue concrete. You will leave 2 gaps in the top middle of the garage door to place a little bit of a glass there, and that's how we make every single door. So not this first row, but the second. We place 2 rows of stone brick stairs on top of each other, 1 on the left, 1 on the right, and glass in between. And we'll do this 3 times in total.
No problem. Bye. Bye, let's go.
if you wanted to, you could extend the police station further and make a larger garage, if you really wanted to. The end result should look like this. What we can now do is come to the side of the garage area, and we can focus on extending the garage backwards. I want to place 18 rows of white concrete coming backwards from this original row.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 long rows of white concrete extending backwards from that very first row will give us a long wall to the garage, like this. What we then want to do is we want to move around to the back of the garage, and we want to add a few details. So first of all, we're going to extend this top white concrete block across by 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and join down to the ground. Extend another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and join down to the ground. Extend another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and join down to the ground, like this. So we'll end up with a set of 3 spaces, pretty equivalent to the garage. So this middle space is an entrance. I'm going to place the left and right sides of this entrance. I'm going to join it together at the top with some black stained glass. And I think for the moment I'll get rid of the terracotta, iron bars and stone brick stairs, and I'm just going to grab the dark oak doors and smooth stone. I'm just going to destroy a little bit of the grass surrounding the door so that I don't have to do this later. Replace it with smooth stone. And a double door is back here. You see, this is going to be kind of like a vehicle storage area. So maybe vehicles that have been compounded, or maybe vehicles that the police use themselves. That's all stored back here. That's why we have a door. The remaining areas are going to be just windows. So these can simply be blue concrete rows inside of the white frame at the bottom, and then we extend the right and left sides upwards so they look like U-shapes, and then we can just fill the middle of them in with some black stained glass. It's a very modern looking police station. Here we are. Perfect. So that's what the back part here really does want to look like. What we're then going to do is extend this row of white concrete here on the right. We're going to extend it inwards by 2 rows. So that's going to be 1, and that will be 2. What we then have to do is extend the top block of that second row of white concrete inwards to the right, and then extend upwards by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then go to the right by 14. 1, 2.
Okay, 14. Just gotta scrub something off my iPad screen. Okay, 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What we then want to do is we want to extend 2 rows forwards from this 14th block, 1 and 2, and extend a row upwards on top of those 3 blocks as to create this shape. You can join all of those white concretes down to the ground, all of these 3, the ones that you just extended a row up on top of. Like this, because I want to create some solid walls to make it a bit more obvious what we're doing. And additionally, if you like, you can also fill in the entire area underneath the long white wall that we just created. You're more than welcome to add windows into the builds. Additional ones that I am going to point out anyway. We are going to be adding a window to this wall. And in the window... place, if we come all the way down to the bottom left-hand corner, you move upwards to the right diagonally one, destroy, to the right and above, and then we have a little window. I do realise that the back of the build may look a little bit bland, but there is opportunity for more windows, but that will be more so covered in part 2, when we start doing the inside. You don't want to add random windows until you see what's going to be on the other side of the wall. So now that we have done that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to swap over onto the right side here, and we're going to continue building. So we're going to take the very top of this row here on the right and extend to the right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend that down to the ground. This is going to be very parallel to the front of the build. So we want to once more extend this white concrete block to the right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then join it all the way down to the ground. And as I mentioned, you'll see very many similarities between the front and the back here.
Just gotta just do this, that.
So, on the back of the build, the windows are a little bit different, but not drastically so. I'm going to recommend that you first of all place in these two large empty spaces where these windows are, place a row of blue concrete going all the way around the inside of the white concrete space like this, so a large rectangular shape. And I want you to do the same just to the right side here as well. So 2 large blue rectangles like this, kind of like top to bottom. It might look a little bit weird at the moment, but that'll look so much better in... well, in a moment. What we have to do is cut them in half. So you want to leave 2 blocks from the top and 2 blocks from the bottom, and you want to fill the 2 middle blocks in using blue concrete. So they kind of look like the number 8, 88. We're going to add a little bit of flair to them using some quartz slabs. So we'll place quartz slabs along the top of the bottom windows, leave half a gap, and then we'll place some quartz slabs just up above, so it kind of just cuts the space up a little bit. We'll fill the right windows in with white concrete. These are important because this is a processing area, this top right corner, and this is a jail cell, so we're not going to give them windows. You can if you like, but again, wait until we do the inside and then you can add that sort of stuff, trust me. This left side here, however, can just be glass panes, so this left side, these can actually just be full-on windows, and it doesn't really interfere with anything. So far, this is what the back looks like. It's very simple, but it will look so much better later on. Now, onto this side. This side, we are going to begin here just by filling it in. So we're just going to completely fill it in using white concrete. There are windows on this side of the build, and once again, this will be the last time that I say it, I promise. If you want to add additional windows later on, feel free to do it, but just do it after part 2, because there is a reason that this building doesn't have even more windows than it does, because it would actually interfere with the inside, and it'd be a shame to kind of like make the inside a little bit weird, and by adding like loads and loads and loads of windows. So, now that it's filled in with white concrete, I want you to come down to the bottom left-hand corner. I want you to move upwards to the right diagonally, and then I want you to move right by 1, 2, 3. Destroy this block hand corner. I want you to move upwards to the right diagonally, and then I want you to move right by 1, 2, 3. Destroy this block, the one next to it, the 2 up above. I want you to leave a gap of 3 going right, 1, 2, 3, and then destroy 2 by 2. Also, from the first window, leave a gap of 2 moving upwards and destroy another 2 by 2. So that is a gap of 2. I do repeat, a gap of 2. The upper window can be filled in with glass. However, these lower windows, very naughty. We're going to add bars on them. These are jail cells, and the prisoners do deserve, I think, this is just my opinion, daylight. So we are giving them a little bit of daylight by placing some iron bars on the windows. And now that that's been complete, ladies and gentlemen, that leads us to the front of the building. So when it comes to the front of the building, first of all, we're pretty much just going to work left to right here. These 2 areas are windows, and we're going to work them out in the same way that we did the back. So we're going to place 2 large squares of rectangular blue concrete, and we're going to do this for both of them. And this is going to... basically be the framing for the windows for the front. The front actually has way more windows than all of the other sides because that's kind of the show phase of the police station. The rest of it's kind of the working phase. We want to cut these in half, which means that we want to have 2 rows of blue in the middle, and we want to have a 2 by 2 square of empty space above and below. Place quartz slabs above the lower windows and leave half a row's gap and place another row of slab. We're then going to fill the windows in using black stained glass paint, and that's all she wrote on this. The lower half of this is actually part of the jail area, but it's not where the cells are. That's these 2 windows. And this is like an interrogation room, and I don't see the reason to have any bars or anything there because the prisoner is going to be like shackled to the table. So you can make these bars though if you want all of them or any of them. So the next thing that we want to do here is we're going to focus a little bit on the upper bit, and then we can do the entrance area. So when I say the upper bit, I want you to place white concrete directly behind all the quartz slab blocks above the entrance area. And I want you to extend the white concrete upwards by 3 rows. 1, 2, 3. And that's all of them, by the way, so extend every single white concrete just upwards by 3 rows. Just like this. Fantastic. The next thing that we're going to do is create some windows. So the windows are going to sit directly in the middle of the 4 rows. On the left here, we're just going to leave a gap of 1 and create a 2 by 2 space. Leave a gap of 3, do the same. Leave a gap of 4, do the same. So the windows will actually be placed perfectly evenly. These windows will lead into the office area where like the detectives and the officers like work on their computers and stuff. So you can have quite a few windows on that particular part. Additionally, I'm just going to join the front and the back of the build together using white concrete. So this area here, this is obviously part of the office, but this is also how you would access the helipad, this area here. We'll be doing that once we've filled in the top of the garage. Or sorry, garage. Also, whilst we're at it, I want you to place a row of blue concrete that sits above and around the top of the office area. So, 1 row above, 1 row out is just going to create, basically it's going to add a nice little bit of colour and it's going to create a bit of depth, and it just makes the area look a little bit better. Well, I think so anyway. So the next thing that we're going to do is the entrance area. So the entrance area, we're first of all going to place some more pillar quartz rows. We're going to leave gaps of 2 in between the pillar quartz rows, and we're going to add another row of pillar quartz rows. So like this, so leave a gap of 2, more pillar quartz. I want you to extend all of the pillar quartz, well, not all, extend the inner pair of pillar quartz inwards by 1 row. And you'll see why. We might even make it 2, but we'll see. So we want to have something that should look like this. The reason being is because I want you to place 2 rows of blue concrete joining together between the back like this. The reason being is because I want you to place 2 rows of blue concrete joining together between the back pair of pillar quartz blocks like this. And then behind this, and I don't know what to do here. I don't know whether to add another row of pillar quartz block behind each one of these or not, but we can clean that up in the next part of the tutorial. This is where the entrance is going to be. So I'm just going to dig out a little bit of this grass here, and I'm going to place a little bit of stone, because I want a double door in the middle, and this is behind the blue concrete entrance. And I want to place glass left and right of the door, and I want to have some white concrete left and right of the glass. White concrete because it stands out. And then above the door we can either fill it in with blue concrete, or maybe we'll make that white, or maybe, you know, we'll do all sorts of other things, but that's really a part 2 problem. So that leaves us with something that should look like this, which looks quite fancy really, I do think. So that means that we now want to take these 2 areas on the left and right. We want to place blue concrete in the bottom and top areas. And then we want to place glass in between them. Now, blue concrete in the bottom and top areas. And then we want to place glass in between them. Now, we are going to have to place a little bit of wall to have the glass to stick onto it. So, but that gives you the good gist of what this is supposed to look like. It looks quite fancy, doesn't it? Now, it will only get better once we progress a little bit more. I'm going to place white concrete next to of the windows. I'm placing the white concrete. Now, this white concrete row on the right can just straight be connected, I think, right to the wall here. So, just like this, we're just going to connect the front and the back. Now, this might have been a grievous error. I don't really want to mess around with the inside and create walls where I shouldn't until we actually get to that point. So I'll tell you what, I do apologise if it turns out we've got to take that wall out. I'm not going to add any more to the interior because, again, that's a part 2 problem. So now that we have done most of the outside, like this, the next thing that I just want to do is I want to add a roof to the garage. Now the roof's very simple because it's just made out of smooth stone. If you wanted to, you could actually create a frame using your white concrete. So like you could connect the white concrete here on this side together, and then you can place some smooth stone in between if you wanted to. Or you could have it a multitude of different ways. You could just straight up fill the roof in with, say, like white concrete.
I have built lots of the police station. I've only got 21 minutes into the actual tutorial video on my iPad. That's crazy! But don't worry guys, this won't be a part 2 on this video. I'm not gonna make you guys wait for a part 2. I'm gonna put everything in this build. I'm gonna build everything. Not the police car or the police helicopter, because my brother knows how to build motorcycles and helicopters and all that. Well, I actually do need to go to the toilet in a minute, but I'll be really quick. I'm actually feeling quite happy today because it's 11 days until my birthday, guys. Thank you. My birthday is only next week on Saturday. Not this week, next week on Saturday. Look how much I've built. That's crazy. Anyway guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go to the toilet.
I'm just having a look at your what? You do the inside.
Yes, I'm gonna do the inside.
No, wait. I'm just setting the weather.
Okay.
Clear. There you go. And then there's gonna be an inside.
Clear weather.
I don't know if I can fit any cars in the garage, but
Look how much I built on it.
pretty cool. Do you know inside I'm gonna build? Do you know I won't fit any cars, but I might fit the motorbikes in there.
Okay.
And also the SWAT can work there too, so I'll do their hats.
Yeah.
I don't mean
I think TFC will show me how to make the inside.
people were dead. No people were dead. I see.
Hello, Daryl Fabian. Welcome to live stream. Anyway, guys, I'm back. Sorry if my brother set the weather to clear. That was very nice of him. Anyway, let's continue building this police station.
Green and blue. You know, whatever you want. But that's what we're going with right here. We're just gonna fill in the smooth stone. You could even smooth it on, so to speak, like at the front, like you could add another row of white. To like
My ears.
like here,
Ah.
smooth stones.
Sorry about that. I'll just move my mic away from my mouth.
Ironically,
Is that better?
I'm okay with it looking like that, to be honest with you. And once
Hopefully it is.
we do have a few more things to do, but we are rapidly approaching where this is starting to look like a proper police station. That's looking good. So, this area here, leading from the office onto where the helipad shall be,
Yes.
is going to
Okay.
be the entrance. So we're going to start at the bottom right hand corner here, on the back part of this building, and we're going to count forwards by 2, 1, 2, destroy a 2x2 block area, place a double door, and then we're going to leave a gap of 1, and we're going to have a 3x2 window, like this. And it's just going to be quite a large window. We can have black stained glass pane, and to make the window look a little bit less pronounced, I might place a little bit of glass block above the doors as well, and I don't think that'll hurt anybody. I also do think that we can probably add a window back here, parallel to where the door, to where the window is on the front, but if we end up deleting that again, I do apologise. So that's what we want to have so far. We've done a huge amount of the build. I want to fill the roofs in. The roofs can easily be filled in. I'm going to disconnect them first though. So I'm going to, this part of the roof here, this part of the roof, I'm just going to completely fill in with white concrete. And
Sure. And last video I was stressed of the courthouse, but I actually did the inside. I actually made my mind up and I actually built the inside. So I'm not stressed now, I'm pretty happy. I built a lot of the police station, I cannot believe it. I mean, look at this guys, this is crazy. I just did it that quick. I'll be doing the inside in no time. But yeah, I'll be doing the inside in no time. And this tutorial that I'm watching on my iPad is 2 parts, but this video is going to be all in one piece. I'm going to build the outside, I'm going to build everything on the thumbnail that you can see. Yeah, as you can see, that roof's filled in. Look at that, that looks crazy guys. I've got a courthouse and a police station, and yeah, that's crazy guys. I can't believe I built this much of the police station. I am really happy about this. This is crazy. Oh man, I'm really happy. Hold on, guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go talk to my mum.
Okay.
Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry if I was away for a long time. I just had to talk to my mum for something.
This is obviously...
And my mum got a package and my dog started to bark.
And then the smaller part where the office is going to be, I'm just going to fill it in a little bit with quartz slabs. And that's quite a timely task, I'm realising. So do feel free to fill both of the roofs in with their respective materials. There we go. Doesn't that look a lot better?
Okay, I'm gonna fill in the roofs of the police station. And then, yeah. I'm gonna be doing part 2 in no time of this build of the police station. We are almost there, we are almost there. Yay, 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 we are almost there. All we have to do is just everything outside, and then we get to do more of the police station and all that. Oh, my dog. Oh no, oh.
So once you've got those 2 roofs filled in for yourself, the next thing that we're going to do is we are going to mark out what I would call the kind of like compounding area and the police vehicle storage area. So to make this, we don't need that much stuff. I recommend grabbing the terracotta, the iron bars, and probably the grey concrete too. So, this is going to begin on the left side of the garage, and it all starts off with terracotta. I want you to place 9 rows of it coming forwards from the left side of the garage.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I then want you to place 4 rows of iron bars going right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I want you to place 16 more terracotta.
16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We are then going to extend the 16th row backwards. And we're going to extend it backwards by, this is a hefty number, 38.
38, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, oh my gosh. Oh my.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. And then you can extend it across and join to this part of the station here. So this is the sort of area that we have. It's quite a large area, really, isn't it? I mean, if you wanted to, by the way, it could extend, depending on how mental you wanted to be, it could extend all the way back, and it could join to that back corner if you wanted to have a huge area. This is where these things become kind of your own design. And all we're going to do with this area is we're going to extend up the corners, place iron bars on top of all terracotta, and there's not really that much more to it. you can create parking spaces within the area if you like. Although, I imagine that you probably don't have to, but I will show you where you can place a few, if you do like. But if we start off there, just by placing some iron bars and extend all the terracotta, then it's quite a nice, secure-looking area, isn't it? So, no parking spaces on the front, but I did think to myself that if we wanted to, we could have parking spaces on the back that coincided with the rows of white concrete that we have built into the build. So the parking spaces would be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks long, and they would coincide with where the building naturally would be built. So the parking spaces would be about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks long, and they would coincide with where the building naturally separates from itself, if that makes sense. So here, and then we could even add like another row here just to kind of show that that's where things end, that you're getting too close to the wall perhaps. So if you wanted to, you can have those spaces. I mean, they're a bit arbitrary. Well, they are built in reference to the building, but I mean, again, you don't have to add those. We have to dig up all of the grass, every single part of the grass, all of it, no exception, inside of this, and we have to replace it using some grey concrete. This is actually going to take quite a long time, so that is where one of the timely tasks also go fast forward. So I'm going to rip up all the grass. Replace it all with some grey concrete. So this is what the will look like once it's been completely filled in with all of the grey concrete. And if you do choose to also add the parking spaces as well, then that will also be a nice little bit of detail. So this is what we are left with now that we have completed the car garage compounding space police vehicle area. We now have to make the police sign banner sign, least favourite part of the tutorial part. So this requires us to grab the crafting tape.
A loom. I'm using looms because they're new. I like looms. I do use crafting table sometimes for tricky banners. Well, I can use loom for tricky banners, but like non-letter banners, so I can use the crafting table. 6 blue banners for the word police. We do have police stations. We have lots of police stations. I mean, I think we do. Yeah, I think we do. We have police stations in Australia, and I think the UK does too.
For blue banners, white dye and blue dye. So the crafting table, by the way, I'd highly recommend using a loom instead, but I know that not all of you guys are able to get a loom, so we're going to go with the crafting table. We're going to...
I already have a loom. I already have it. I've already grabbed it. Oh, I accidentally dumped the blue. Hold on, dump the loom away. Never need it again. Bam, crack it open. Let's make the letters.
Down on the ground, and we're going to crack it open. Go all the way over to this part here. I recommend placing the blue banner and the white dye and the blue dye all together, just to make it a little bit easier like this. I'm going to start off by adding P. So that's going to be a blue banner in the middle of the table, white dye along the top. Grab that banner, place it in the middle of the table, and place white dye running along the right side. Grab that banner, place it in the top middle of the table, and place 2 rows of blue dye directly underneath it. Grab that banner, place it in the top middle of the table again, and place an entire row of white dye underneath it. Grab that banner, place it in the middle of the table, and place a stick of white running up the left side, and that is P. Now we have to do O, so that's a brand new banner in the middle of the table, white dye along the left side. Grab that banner, place it in the middle of the table, and white dye along the top. Grab that banner, place it in the middle of the table, and run white dye along the right side. Grab that banner, place it in the middle of the table, and place white dye underneath. Grab that banner, and that is O. Now is L, so that's going to be a brand new banner in the middle of the table, with white dye running along the left side. Grab that banner, place it in the middle of the table again, with white dye underneath. Grab that banner, and that is L, so B-O-L. Grab a brand new banner, place it in the middle left of the table, with a row of white dye running up the entire middle, and that's I, so B-O-L-I. Next, we have to have C, so that's a brand new banner in the middle of the table, white dye along the bottom of the banner. Grab that, place it in the middle of the table again, place white dye along the top.
There we have it. Police. That's easy. I did it.
Again, and place white dye running along the left side, and that is C. D-O-L-I-C. Final banner, blue banner in the middle of the table, white dye along the bottom of it. Grab that, place it in the top middle of the table, with white dye running through the...
Oh boy, I'm tired.
Place it in the middle of the table, with white dye running along the top. Grab that banner, place it in the middle of the table, and then we just want to have white dye running along the left side. And there we have police. This is going to be hung directly above these double doors here at the entrance. P-O-L-I-C-E, police. I mean, technically I say police, but I think police, it just sounds, does that sound better? Police? Anyway, I'm grabbing a chest, and I'm going to chuck one here. And I'm going to just place all of these banners and the banner making equipment inside of it, just in case something goes horrifically wrong. I'd be very sad if I had to make that banner again, to be honest.
I'm gonna dump these banners because I can make them again, no problemo.
And this is the last thing that we've got to do, is we've just got to reformat the ground around the police station a little bit. So what we're basically going to do here, let me just destroy that. What we're basically going to do is we're going to create a footpath for the police station that requires smooth stone. We're going to place some fake grass, which requires lime and green terracotta, and finally a little bit of grey concrete. So, first of all, we're going to have a footpath that leads you to the entrance of the police station. The footpath is 4 blocks wide, and it spans the width of the... Well, I've destroyed a little more than I should. And it spans...
Alright, 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. I have a bit of a croaky voice this morning. Sorry if I hurt your ears, guys. No, I'm very sorry, okay? I'm just gonna do this, do that,
width between the glass area here and the double oak doors. So it's only about 4 blocks wide. That's the sort of space that the footpath is going to require. You make it as long as you like. I'm making it to the border boundary, but you will want to, say, connect it to a street or a road or something like that, depending on where you're building this. This footpath is actually going to span the left and right side of the build. It's going to come all the way over here to the right, like this. And it's going to come, I just realised I destroyed part of my path. And it's going to come all the way over here to the left as well, like this. And to give you a visual representation, this is kind of like the path it's going to go. So it's kind of like an upside down T or an anchor shape or, you know, something like that. So that's how it's going to be. That's where the path goes. So just basically, that's just to show you it's kind of like it's going to connect to a street or something.
Oh. Oops. I need to have 3 rows of path. Whoopsie daisy me. Sorry. Whoops. See, I can't destroy... Watch this. See, I didn't even destroy grass there. Weird pattern, but I'll just destroy this and perfect. This will be a path.
I'd recommend digging out the area in between the bars of the garage / compounding area and just extend to a road. So this is going to connect to a road. There's going to be a road in front of my police station as well. This isn't included in the plan because I figured that you guys are going to have your own roads and everything laid out in your cities. So I didn't make the plan including a road outside of it. So this will just like drop straight into a city. It will lead right to like a main road like you can see there. So that's kind of how we've got things set out. So I will add a road at the end of this, just for myself, just so that you can see how it all connects together. But basically,
okay, let's do just quickly the path, and once I've done the entire police station, I'm going to build the road, build the leaves around it, build the boundary, and this is how it looks. Look at that, guys. I've built a police station, but it's not finished yet. The inside, the outside has to be done. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I cannot talk. I have to make Why are there animals in my police station? I have to kill them. Sorry. I know it's a crime, but it's just a game. Chill out, it's just a game, okay? Alright, where's the pig? So not halal mode.
Where there's not path and road, I'm going to have fake grass, and that's going to be made out of 2 rows of lime terracotta with a row of green terracotta.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh whoops, I'll just replace that back with terracotta. Okay. I'll just do this with grass. Oh no!
G'day, Sam Wood here, just letting...
Okay, never mind.
tyres? Get into Bow Repairs. We have great tyre brands and great tyre deals. Like buy 4 selected tyres and get
to like a main road like you can see there. So that's kind of how we've got things set out. So I will add a road at the end of this, just for myself, just so that you can see how it all connects together. But basically, everywhere that's not path and road, I'm going to have fake grass, and that's going to be made out of 2 rows of lime terracotta with a row of green terracotta behind it. So you can see within the lines, that's all going to be path. Going to have grass here, fake grass here as well, and we're even going to have a big patch of fake grass here behind.
Okay. So. Do 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 do. Alright. Just had to chuck survey, but I've done this grass here. The big patch. Oh boy, the big patch will be back here.
Behind the police station too. So I'm going to accomplish all of those things, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to dig out all that area. I'm going to add in all the fakeness and all the path. And then once we've finished it, we'll actually be done with the tutorial, ladies and gentlemen. Isn't that crazy? So this...
Okay. Let's do the fake grass, ladies and gentlemen. This is the boundary for my police station. All I need is just dump all of these for the All I need is just some oak leaves. Okay. I'm just gonna build the leaves first before I do the fake grass. And then we should be done with this police station. Then I can build the inside of it. Let's see how it looks. That looks great. I like that. Look at that. Alright. Let's go all the way back here now. Let's build the fake grass. Add the fake grass, sorry. Oh no. Luckily I got my white concrete on me. Luckily I got my white concrete on me. This will take a very long time, but I don't think it will. Don't think it will, guys. I don't think this will take a long time. I haven't built this police station yet. I haven't made a police station. Or did I? I don't remember making a police station a long time ago because I think this police station looks very nice. I like it. And in Australia, that's where I live in. I live in Australia. We have lots of police stations because, you know, crime. We have lots of police stations here in Australia, but the UK does have some police stations too. I think China does. I don't know. I don't know if different countries have police stations or different sorts of police.
America has sheriffs.
Sheriffs? Yeah. Oh yeah, America has sheriffs. Yeah. We have police stations over here in Australia. We call them police because Australia it combines with British and Australian, because in Australia we call our mothers mums, M-U-M, but in America they call them mom, M-O-M. In the UK does call them M-U-M. In Australia we call them mums. We call our mums because in America they call them mom, M-O-M, yeah. And my brother's in here just to watch me. You can play if you want, Alf.
I'm just seeing what you're doing, and then I'm going to go back in there. What's next to there? Oh yeah. This area, that area here. Yeah.
That will be a fire station.
What's gonna be? What's that car parking lot there?
That's the I don't know what you call it again. I don't know what it's called. I actually don't know what it's called, Alf. Okay, yeah, I'm done with the fake grass. Look at that. Look at this, Alf. Look at this. I don't remember building a police station like this. Don't I, Alf? This police station looks quite good. I like it. Now I'm going to build the road in front of it. Just because it looks very nice. And then I'll build the inside.
Is what the entire area will look like once it's been completely dug out and filled in with grass, and if you like you can also add a road. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen, there's no more.
Okay, I'm gonna build the inside in a minute of this police station, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. All we need to do is just build the inside of the police station. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a road in front of the police station, then we can build the inside of the police station, okay? So, let's do it. I can't believe I actually built all that. That's pretty cool. Perfect. And so, place of grey concrete, 2 white concrete. 2 white concrete, grey concrete, 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 2 white concrete, grey concrete. So on and so forth until I reach some leaves. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. There we are. Look at that. I have made a police station next to my courthouse. Look at my city, it's starting to grow. That's crazy. Anyway, dump these materials. Let's build the inside of the police station. Let's watch part 2.
Even the Japanese love sunrise.
Oh, it's a sushi ad.
Amazing quality. But I love
Hey, what's up YouTube? In this video, I'll be showing you how to make the inside of our police station for all of our city-related needs. This includes the police reception, the jail area, the garage area, the hallway, the office area, interrogation room, the processing area, and finally the captain's office. If you are new to the channel, please do consider subscribing and clicking the little bell next to the subscription button. That'll ensure that you get all my stuff sent directly to your sub box. This is the first and last time that I'll say this, ladies and gentlemen. To make what I'm going to show you in this tutorial, you first of all have to have a completed police station like you can see behind me. Once you have completed the police station, you can then make the inside. If you haven't made the police station, please find it. It's in the card system, the description below, and it will be at the top of the comment section as well. You'll be able to find it nice and easy. You can make the police station, the entire outside of it. It will look exactly like this, and then we can move on to this tutorial, which is going to be the inside. So that's your first and final warning. Let's get started. So just before we start building, ladies and gentlemen, here are...
Okay, let's build. Alright, we're gonna need a bit of blue concrete. White concrete, grey concrete for some reason, but okay. Smooth stone. Yellow concrete, okay. Light grey glass. Block. Yep. Black glass. Yep. And some dark oak doors. And iron block. Okay, I got the materials.
All of the materials that we are going to be using in this.
I'm gonna go in my inventory. Torch. Cool stairs. Beacon.
First part of the tutorial, please do make sure that you have access to all of those and enough of those materials. Step 1, detectives. The first thing that...
Okay, so just gonna put this in my inventory. Swap this.
we have to do, the first step is to move inside of the police station. It might seem like an obvious step, but that's the first thing that we have to do. We have to make our way inside. So we have to split up the police station.
Okay. Time to split up this wall. I didn't know he did that. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Perfect. Let's see what it looks like. There we go. Now I'm just gonna take down this wall. Perfect. There we go.
To rooms and add some floors and some stairs before we can add major details to specific rooms. So the first wall that I want to add is going to be between the garage area and the reception. So right next to where this pillar quartz row is, where this garage begins, we're going to run a row of white concrete that is going to separate one side from the other. We'll be adding doorways and all sorts of things like that in a little bit later. Although, if you do want to add it in now, I plan on having a double doorway, one row, sorts of things like that in a little bit later. Although, if you do want to add it in now, I plan on having a double doorway, one row away from this wall / window right here. Additionally, you can knock out this row of white concrete. This will destroy the doors, unfortunately. But we are going to be reflooring this area, and we're actually going to refloor it using some smooth stone. So that's actually going to go directly underneath where those doors were, right here. There we go, that's perfect. And that smooth stone is going to actually move through the entire build. So I'm quite glad that I actually added that right now. What else do we want to do? Well, we want to add a counter space, which is going to allow us to build these stairs and a wall. So the counter space that I want to add is right where this reception area is, where people will immediately be greeted as they enter the police station. And beginning from underneath the left side of this window, place 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue concretes extending out from the window. Go left by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, perfect, and then stick a white concrete on the end. I want you to join that white concrete back to the wall, extend it forwards, extend it up by 2, 1, 2, left by 3, 1, 2, 3, and join it down. I'm going to destroy in the ground, replace it with smooth stone, and I'm going to place a double door here. 1, 2, 3, and join it down. I'm going to destroy in the ground, replace it with smooth stone, and I'm going to place a double door here because this is going to be a staircase. Additionally, I'm going to extend this area here to the left. I'm going to place 2 rows of white concrete, so that's going to be 1 row, 2 rows of white concrete, and I'm going to join the white concrete over here towards the front of the build and also backwards towards the back of the build. So you can kind of see how this gets slotted together now. Whilst I am in this side of the build as well, I want to create where these cells are going to be, but only the walls. We aren't going to go too crazy and add loads and loads of details in, but this is what we're going to do. So if we start on the right side, and we just want to add a row of white concrete here in between the window areas. And I want you to add a row of 3 white concrete coming up from the bottom of this row, like 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then we're going to take the top and extend it left by 2 using grey concrete, 1, 2, join it down to the ground. I'm then going to leave a gap of 2, and then I'm going to have a row of white concrete coming up from the ground, place 2 grey concretes coming across, 1, 2, join down to the ground, leave a gap of 2 in the ground, and then place another white concrete, and join that to the wall. These white concretes want to be as high as the staircase, or I shouldn't say staircases, they want to be as high as the entrances, the doorways for each cell. So this might not look like it at the moment, but these are going to be 2 individual cells. We've just laid the groundwork for them a little bit. And additionally, you can fill in between these windows here on the front of the build, just so that we don't have any weird alcoves like that. I think that it is important to extend these white concrete rows here upwards. So first of all, I'm going to focus on the staircase area here. So this staircase area here, we are going to place concrete rows here upwards. So first of all, I'm going to focus on the staircase area here. So this staircase area here, we are going to place rows of white concrete extending up. This is going to come all the way up to the top of the build. This is what I might call like a section of the staircase, meaning that it is completely independent of the floor. on like the first and second floor. So it's its own little thing, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We're actually going to be tackling these stairs in a little moment. But what we also want to do is take note of where this row of white concrete is here, and you can actually extend it all the way up. But before we do extend it up, I do want to create a doorway leading into the, what would you call it? I guess the jail area, right? So it's just going to be a single door right in the middle of the, right here. And it's just going to, I'm going to knock out the floor and I'm going to place a dark oak wood door here. So that's going to take you into like the jail area. This is the stairs area, and this is, of course, the garage area. And I'm going to knock these out, and I'm going to place a little bit of smooth stone as well. Now, all of these rooms, they're all going to have their own little different floors, most of them, and I'll tackle that in a little bit. So, what we're going to do first of all, so now that we've reached this point, I think that we're going to continue extending this wall upwards, because that's quite important. We're going to extend this wall all the way up to the top of the building. And this is actually going to create a good separation for us. This will create a great separation for the second story as well. So I want you to bear in mind that the row of smooth stone that we placed earlier is going to extend through the entire building. So I'm just going to kind of do a little bit of an outline for it now. And that's going to give a good representation of where this floor is going to be. Quite obvious where it goes, because like as you head out onto where the helipad would be, then like the floor just continues on. So it's right here. We're going to have two different rooms here, okay? So this room here on the left, where this wall is, this left room here, this is going to be an interrogation room. And equally, we want to have a floor in here, so this is all going to be like smooth stone as well, just like this. I'm actually going to partition, not there actually. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to create a doorway into this room here. This is what I would call like a processing room. So this processing room, again, it's going to have the same sort of floor, so this is all going to be like smooth stone. Again, kind of just doing the outline for it, we'll fill it all in a little bit later. I am going to join the two sides together though, because there is something kind of interesting here. So, I do believe that what we should do when it comes to the interrogation room is we should add a wall here. So we're going to add a wall in between. We're going to use white concrete, and we're going to join the left side and the right side upwards. But we want, say, the 5 middle rows, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We want these rows to be made out of light grey glass. So just like this, and we're going to fill the rest of this in using white concrete. So that's going to be the two-way glass that you get when you go to the police station. Not that I've seen it personally, but I have seen loads of movies and TV, so... we're also going to add a little bit of grey concrete just behind it, just so that it kind of like darkens this room a little bit. And I think that will work quite nicely. Well, what else can we do? Well, in here, there really isn't too much more to do. Although what we can do in here is we can just cover up this part of the wall, and we can use just our white concrete to just cover up this part of the wall, like where we have the inside of the window sort of area, because this is going to be like where you have your picture taken, your mugshot. I made it sound so nice, didn't I? That's where you get your mugshot taken when you can be identified if you've committed a crime. I should say you have your picture taken. Additionally, we can have two doors in here, so there and there. So this room, or the staircase area here, I believe that when you get to the second floor, yeah, I guess we're going to have another double doorway. So it's actually going to be directly above where the double doorway is on the first floor here. So we know where we've got to. We go in that way and we come out here. But before we tackle that, I do want to also add in a little bit of where the office is going to be. So I'm going to place a row of white concrete right next to the entrance here, like to the second floor. And then the row of white concrete is going to extend to the right by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much where that window ends. And then I'm going to join it like this. And I'm going to join all of the rows. So every single one of them. And believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen, we are making really, really good progress here. Really good progress. We're laying down a lot of good rooms right now. It sounds weird to say, doesn't it? Laying down good rooms. This is the captain's office. So the captain's office, I'm just going to fill the bottom of it in using a little bit of smooth stone. Now the reason that I'm going to do this right now is because I want to create a door. The door is just going to be one row away from the end right here. I might even change the positioning of it a little bit. Yeah, I'll tell you what, it'll be 2 rows away from the end here. And then the door can go here, and then we can have a double window right there. And the double window can be just black box. That's perfectly fine. So you can see it. And check out what the captain's doing at all times. He's very accessible, and I accidentally used smooth stone there, didn't I? My bad. That's okay. So the next thing that I am going to do is I'm now going to finally head in to here. I'm going to refloor the bottom of the staircase area. Just like this. Refloor it. I'm going to extend the floor out. So this is where the floor would be, of course. I'm only going to add these rows here, and I'm going to grab these stairs, the quartz stairs, right here, and the stairs are just going to start on the left. They're going to be like 1 row away from the wall so you can walk up. We're going to have 2 quartz stairs, grey concrete on the end, and then we should be able to just 2 quartz stairs it up like that. And then that way, we go all the way up to the top. We can place a little bit of glass block just next to it, and then that way.
What is Alfie doing? What's all that banging?
Oh.
Look at this. Do you know what I'm building?
What?
Look at the sign. Look at the sign.
Oh,
Police. A popo. We do have police stations in Australia.
yeah. Everywhere has police stations.
Yeah, every country, I think.
Just some are called different things because they're foreign.
The UK do have police stations. We have police stations. Every country, I think they have police stations. Do they? Yeah. Yeah, I think they do. Yeah, they do. But they're called different things in different countries.
Was falling off or anything like that. Place a little bit of grey concrete underneath the stairs. Can decorate this area now or actually going to be doing it later anyway, and this is kind of like how you're going to get up and down, and that's all there is to it pretty much. And then that's the staircase. We've got all of the rooms laid out. So now what we have to do, ladies and gentlemen, we have to do a few different things, and this is a lot of stuff to do. Okay, so I want you to pay attention, and you might want to mark things out as well. So when it comes to the roof, I want to completely re-roof the roof using some block of iron. So this block of iron is going to sit directly underneath the quartz roof that we already have. It's going to flow through. all of the other rooms, every single one of them. Every single room in the upper part of the build, the second story, is going to have an iron block roof. And that's all there is to it. That's it. I don't know what else to tell you. The roof is going to be made...
I'm going to do the captain's office.
Entirely out of block of iron everywhere on the second story. Even in the staircase, we're going to do that. And even in the captain's office, we are going to do that as well. So that's one thing that we have to do, but I don't want to go through all of that right now. So that's one job. The next job that we'll have to do is we will have to make the second floor as well, that we're actually going to be walking around with. Already know where that is. It's already marked out with smooth stone. So ceiling, smooth stone. The next thing that we're going to have to do is refloor. That means ripping up all of the grass or whatever it is you place it on floor and replacing it with smooth stone. We have to do that for the majority. Do bear in mind that I said the majority of the downstairs. That includes the reception area. We've already done it here, and that also includes the jail area as well. So all of this is going to be smooth stone. There's nothing else to it. That's all that's going to be. However, we're going to work our way into the garage area, and here's where things are different. The first few rows of the garage area, so like these rows, like as soon as you walk through this doorway, these are all going to be, this is going to be smooth stone, like the back part of the garage. Here. But then, this area here, we're going to kind of separate it out a little bit. We're going to place yellow concrete rows. Signify the spaces in between the garage doors, like this. And then the rest of the floor, like where all the vehicles are going to be, we're just going to place a little bit of grey concrete in there. So this half smooth stone, that half grey concrete. And additionally, I did bring it with me. Beacons. I kind of want to make... I kind of want to put like beacons in between the garage on like the front, and I guess that they could also act as like alarms. They kind of just look policey. And I kind of want the same thing on the back as well. So like here next to the doorway, I'm just going to add a couple of rows, and then some beacons, just like that. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. You know what you have to do in the garage: smooth stone.
Beacon.
Grey concrete. Everywhere else smooth stone, filling that floor with smooth stone, and filling the ceiling using block of iron. That will take a long...
Oh, I forgot this area.
believe you me? And this is what it will look like once it's been complete.
Oh no, this will take a very long time, so I'm going to do it. It's worth the time. I'm gonna do it. Pretty sure that's everything. We check everywhere. Need to check everywhere. The captain's office. I think that's everything for the roof and the second floor. Now we have to do the first floor, which is going to take a long time. Pretty sure it won't. Let me check. Jail over. Yeah. Yeah. The garage. I'm gonna do the garage. Oh my gosh. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry for your ears, guys. I'm pretty sure we're done, right? Yeah, I think we're done.
Here we go. So once you have fully completed all of the floors, and mostly floors, I think we just did pretty much floors here, then this is what it will look like. We have the smooth stone running all the way from the reception into the jail. You'll find that if we into the garage area, then we have a bit of smooth stone, but we just have our doors for our vehicles. And if we come upstairs, then you'll notice that, of course, we have the stairs, we've got the smooth stone. You'll notice that we, of course, have the floor, and we also have the ceiling. And you'll find that that is absolutely everywhere that you can see. And I've added some lighting just so that we can continue the tutorial, because it was way too dark. So now that we have a whole foundation laid out, ladies and gentlemen, we are now going to begin work on individual rooms. The first room that I want to tackle is the jail room, which is directly, as you walk in the police station, it's right to your left. It's where we make these cells earlier. The only place that has bars on the windows. So to make this room, you are going to need all of these materials that you can...
Okay. Let's grab them. Oak stairs. Oak slab. Yep. Oak slabs and spruce stairs. Spruce sign. Need to grab the spruce sign and the spruce slabs.
See on the screen right now. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these and enough of those materials as well. Step one, ladies and gentlemen. The first thing that we're going to do in here is make a desk. The desk is going to begin from the bottom corner of this window, closest towards the corner of the police station, and it's going to be made out of an upside down open stair, a slab on the end, and then another upside down stair on the end of that. It has a computer on the actual table. So I'm going to stick a solid block here, birch trapdoor flipping up to the top of the stair, destroy, weighted pressure plate. So that's basically just like a little laptop. I'm going to chuck a flower pot on there for decoration, add a seat either side of the table. One can be further away from the desk, one can be closer. You can add signs to the seats. Feel free to change the wood, feel free to change, well, it doesn't even have to be wood, you don't have to use oak planks or spruce or anything, you can use quartz if you like, you can use all manner of materials. We're going to place a shelf just up above here, that's actually good. Serve an important purpose. I'm going to stick an armor stand in the corner. Now that could have guard equipment, so that could have, say, like, it could have like a baton, it could have like a guard uniform if you have time to do all of that. I'm going to chuck all of this stuff away, and I'm going to grab, say, the lantern, tripwire hook, iron bars, observer. Iron doors, grey concrete ladders, and some red beds. So this shelf here, this is where you keep keys. Lantern. tripwire hooks look like what you would hang your keys on. So what else are we going to do? I want to place an observer in the corner of the room here, facing the cells, so that the guard knows what's going on over here, even whilst he's sat down there. So these areas here, these are cells, as I mentioned. So I'm going to place iron bars in between the grey concrete and the white concrete areas, iron doors, and levers. The levers are the only way that you can open the door. So it's only the guards that can get in and out. Inside of these rooms, we want to have bunk beds. So I'm going to place, this should work, 2 grey concrete blocks in this corner, red bed on top, straw underneath, red bed below, grey concrete on the end, ladders. So that bunk beds, easy as that. Let's do the same in the other cell as well, because we'll have to pretty much just copy this, and we need a whole different set of materials as well. So grey concrete, some ladders. So now we have a couple of set of bunk beds in each room. And additionally, what else do we need in the rooms? Well, we're going to need toilets and that sort of stuff. So, toilet you can make out of so many different materials. But I'm going to use like a polished andesite, some birch trapdoors. I'm going to use like cauldrons for a sink, tripwire hook. I'm going to use grey and pressure plate, and outside the doors outside the cells I'm actually going to put some chairs as well, so spruce wood stairs and spruce wood sides. Opposite the bunk beds I'm going to have a toilet, upside down polished andesite, birch trapdoor. So that's like one of those prison toilets, and that's like a toilet seat or maybe the back of the toilet. Sink next to it, which is a cauldron, tripwire hook, grey concrete, oak pressure plate on top. Now that kind of looks like either a book or just like a, like a unit or something. And we want both. We want that in both cells as well. So like in this corner, andesite stairs, birch trapdoor. You can have it up or down. I'll probably have it up. Cauldron, tripwire hook, grey concrete, oak pressure plate on top. And that's all there is to it. And you can close those up if you like. That's looking pretty good. If the prisoners, or if, I guess you would call them prisoners, right? I mean, if the people that are being detained want to have visitors, we can have chairs here, and then later on I'll give you guys the option. If you want to add a maybe some plants or something, it really does depend how dark and dreary you want this to be. I'd also recommend, lanterns. If you want, you can hang them instead of torches. You can hang maybe lanterns where we have the white concretes. It looks a little bit more ominous in here. I quite like this particular look. And, well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the jail area. Not too bad, right? So the next area that we're going to be taking care of, this is going to be quite an easy and quick area. There's a few crossover materials. This is the reception area, so I'm going to get rid of all of this. And here are the materials that we are going...
Okay. no blocks. What are you doing? Map time. I just got the bill for the 5 time. Every time I take it back, there's a bit of the one down return. Every ball for me.
Going to be using to make the reception area. Please do make sure that you have access to all of these materials and enough of them as well. Once you're ready, we can begin working. And of course, pause the video if you have to. Once you do have all of those items, we can get this thing rolling. So the first thing that I'm going to do is create a partition using spruce fence gate between the desk and the garage area and everywhere else. So behind here, we're going to knock into the desk area, and I guess we'll have to replace that, the floor a little bit later on. But on the desk, we're going to want to place a computer, so somewhere along the desk, place a quartz stair, item frame in front, apple inside of it, looks like a Mac, place a weighted pressure plate on one side, button on the other side, mouse and keyboard. Feel free to place like a couple of flower pots about. Now they could actually be real flower pots, or they could be like, you know, coffee cups. I mean, police have to work long hours sometimes, and I mean, you gotta have some coffee to keep yourself awake. And what else are we going to do? We're going to add a couple of armor stands just behind here, and you can give the armor stands something. Oh, they look like they're holding hands. That's adorable. You can give the armor stands maybe some nightsticks, or again like equipment that police would wear. We're going to just have a shelf here. That's going to be some spruce slabs along this back wall. I'm going to maybe I'll also place like just a flower pot there as well. And I'm going to grab these things here. I'm going to grab the Oakwood Stairs, Oak sign, blue.
I need to grab Oakwood Stairs, Oak signs, blue concrete paintings, lanterns, and tripwire hooks.
Concrete painting with lantern, tripwire hook. So more keys. So that's going to be a couple of tripwire hooks on the shelf and a lantern. I'm going to have a couple of seats behind the desk. Now I'm going to place them right all the way up to here. So just a couple of chairs just behind. With some oak signs just on these sides of the chairs here. You can spruce this up by adding paintings, you can spruce this up by adding item frames, but I don't want to make it too colourful in here, to be honest. And I'm just going to, whoops, there we go, I'm just going to replace that. So that's that sort of area. Here I'm going to have a load of seats, and I think I'm going to create seats in quite a few places. So I'm going to stick like a blue concrete here in this corner, and I'm going to leave a double gap, blue concrete, double gap, blue concrete, something like that. And I'm going to grab, I would destroy it, wouldn't I? I'm going to grab the quartz stairs, here we go, and then we can just have a load of seating pretty much just in the front of the police station. And like here, you know, something like that. What we could also do is I mean, if you wanted to, you could add more seating, because the police station isn't just where you bring criminals. I mean, you can come here for a variety of reasons, for all sorts of things. So you could add more seating. Although mine is going to be a little bit more nice and open like this. If you want, you can drop a lantern in a couple of different positions, maybe like over here and maybe over here to keep things alight. You can see it, although mine is actually nice and open like this. If you want, you can drop a lantern in a couple of different positions, maybe like over here and maybe over here to keep things alight. You can add paintings on the wall if you want to, so I actually have the dirt, so how about here and here we can add a couple of paintings like... I probably don't want double paintings actually, maybe just single ones, because double paintings are a bit too big, I think. So, you know what, that's fine. That's fine. I usually get angry at the repetition of it, but that's actually okay. And, I mean, this is pretty much it. I mean, later on, we're going to go through the entire police station and then carpet, lanterns, plants and stuff, but for now, ladies and gentlemen, the reception is actually, it's not looking too bad, is it? Not looking too bad at all. So, we're actually going to leave that as it is. And downstairs, for all intents and purposes, it's pretty much done. So we're going to work our way upstairs now. And the first thing that we are going to tackle, now that we're upstairs, I'll tell you what, we'll take care of the interrogation room. We'll kind of like work our way over, like a wave. So, this is the interrogation room. It doesn't need many materials, but I'm going to dump these. Here are all of the materials.
Not much materials, I'm just going to dump all these. Not much materials, okay. So, just need quartz stairs, quartz slab. Spruce stairs. And paintings. And one lever. Perfect. That's all the materials that we need.
For the interrogation room, please do make sure that you have access to all of these and enough of those materials as well. Now, once you have all of these materials right here, and of course, pause the video if you have to, we can begin work on the interrogation room. Now, this room is purposefully very, very simple. We don't want any distractions in here. It's just, this is where you question the suspects. So, first of all, we're going to have a table. It's going to be made out of quartz, and we're going to place 2 upside-down quartz stairs coming outwards from the bottoms of the 2 windows. We're going to place quartz slabs in between. We're going to have upside-down quartz stairs as well. We're going to double up.
What does that smell? What's that smell? Hold on, I'll be right back.
What's that smell?
On all those blocks, we're going to stick a lever in the middle of the table. Now, whichever side the prisoner would be sitting, so probably this side is where this is going to be. And if you've ever seen in like crime shows and stuff, like where people get handcuffed to like tables and that, so that they don't, you know, do anything crazy, that's what that is. We're going to stick chairs either side. You can put even more if you want. I mean, usually. basically, I'm imagining a one-on-one interrogation scenario like this, and if you like, you can put like a painting. Like in the original, I decided, I don't know why, to put a painting here on this wall. And I'm not sure what possessed me to do it, but for some reason I do kind of like it. But this room is meant to be dead simple. I think that's the entire point when it comes to interrogating people. I don't think you want distractions, and I think it's pretty much just that I'm talking to you and you're talking to me. I don't think there's anything in between. So now that you've done all of that, ladies and gentlemen, we can whip out our way from the interrogation room. And by the way, if you want, you can even label it as such. Like if you want to, like, oh no, how do I spell interrogation? I guess this, is it 2 R's? Interrogations. There we go. You can have like an interrogation.
Hi, I'm back. Nice progress. Hi, let's go. How do you spell interrogation?
Interrogation. I-N-T-E-R-R-O-G-A-T-I-O-N.
And equally so, this is going to be processing. So if you want, I kind of want to put it on the same side of the wall here. So if you want, this is kind of like a processing room.
How do you spell processing?
Processing. P-R-O-C-E-S-S-I-N-G.
When people are first brought in, if they're not chucked straight in jail, then this is processing. Here we go. So for processing, here we are. We're going to need a whole new set of materials. So let me dump these. Here are all of the materials that
Okay. The materials we need for the... What's the room again? What's it called? Hold on. Processing room. Pardon me. Okay. Grab grey concrete, quartz stairs. Armor stands. Apples. Pressure plates. Iron pressure plate. Heavy weighted pressure plate. Stone buttons. Stone buttons. Okay, oak stairs. The great beard. There's something. Stranger. Alexa, play Angry Mob.
using for the processing.
Specific songs is only available with Amazon Music Unlimited.
So once you have all of these
Here's a
materials for
station
yourself,
based on the Angry Mob by Kaiser Chiefs.
But once you do have them, we can get started. So the first
Alexa, next song.
computer. So this is where all of the info is going to get logged in and all of that.
Well, I'm sure there's someone watching over me at night while I'm sleeping. Cause no harm ever seems to come to me at night while I'm sleeping.
Alexa, stop.
It's going to have nicer frame in it, Apple, and then you can place like a keyboard and a mouse down. I want to leave a gap between where I place the end grey concrete, and I want to just like box this area in just a little bit like that. And I'm going to create I'm also going to place buttons on the left and right sides of this blank wall here. So, you know, when you see mugshots and stuff, if you have seen it on TV, whatever, or maybe you've had a mugshot yourself, I don't know, then this is like the height chart, and this is where it gets taken. And I'm also going to place like an armor stand there, just kind of like as a representation, like that's where you stand. I think it's kind of funny that the armor stand's having a shot taken. I'm going to place a chair behind the desk area here, so that's going to be, I'm just going to make that an oak chair with oak signs on the side. I'm going to get rid of all of these things, although I don't know. If I need any more of those, I'm going to grab the observer, tripwire hooks, regular lanterns, spooks. Wood stairs and spruce wood signs. And the observer is basically a camera, so that's going to kind of like suspend itself just a few rows away from the arms.
It's a whole thing in the observer.
There will do. Additionally, what I was going to want to have in here, well, additionally, I did want a shelf. I didn't actually include the material for that, but I'm sure that it'll be in the items. Either a spruce shelf or oak or whatever. It's just going to suspend itself above this area here. The computer technician shall be. I'm going to stick a lantern and just tripwire hooks. I figure keys would kind of be everywhere. And also, I mean, this is something you can do with all desks. Every single cop thing that I've ever seen, police thing that I've ever seen, there's always coffee everywhere. So mugs, cups, I mean... you can just place them anywhere, I think. This is where you would watch the person being interrogated. So a couple of chairs behind here. I'm trying to make all the chairs a little bit different. I mean, not different styles exactly, but different materials. Make them different styles if you like. I want to keep things simple. Just a couple of spruce wood stairs like this, and yeah, there you go. Later on, we might place a little bit of carpet in here, but maybe not actually, and maybe some potted plants, but also maybe not, just to keep things. I don't know. I kind of like how this place is not too colourful. It's like a place that you don't really want to be. But yeah, this is the processing room, ladies and gentlemen. Once you've completed that, we can work our way into the general office area. So let me get rid of all these. The general office area here is where the police officers, the detectives, people do their computer work and paperwork and all that. You know how when you have
see if the banners are removed. Hopefully they aren't, because oh good, they aren't. Look at this.
We're always like complaining about paperwork and stuff. Well, this is where that's all going to be getting done anyway. Apparently it's been really, really horrible. And to make the office area, you need all of these things that you can see on the screen. please do make sure that you have access to all of those materials and enough of them as well. So now that you have all of these materials, and of course pause the video if necessary, we can get to work on the office area. So when it comes to the office area, first of all I'm going to make the desks. The desks are easy to make and easy to place. In between... all of the windows you have 3 rows of white concrete. We focus on the middle concrete and we place upside down spruce wood stairs extending out from them. Spruce wood slabs extending from the stairs, and then upside down spruce wood stairs on the ends of these slabs, like this. So this is going to be perfect. Those are desks. So the desks each have a computer, they're going to be right in the middle, and we've made these a few times before. What? Stairs, apples in them. Feel free to use laptops instead. You guys know my design for the laptop. And of course you place the keyboard and mouse, maybe even interchange which side you place which. I'm going to place chairs directly behind the screen because I don't know where else you want. It really, and I'm just going to add these signs. As always, feel free to change the makeup of the desks, the chairs, the computers. Feel free to change it up, but I think in a police station it'll all be generic. Like it'll all be the same thing. I don't think people would get that special treatment really. Anyway, I'm going to add a blue concrete partition in between the 2 desks. I'm also going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 blue concretes here, just at the back, just like this, just keeping separate a little bit. And I'm just going to add a tad little bit of office decoration, nothing too crazy. Brewing stands, fire pots.
Bam, 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 bam.
Pickles. Sea pickles. And some sort of flowers. So this middle partition here, this is going to be, it's basically just going to have like flowers and a couple of like sea pickles on it. And now the reason for that is because these are cups. Those are basically just cups, like coffee cups to start, discarded coffee cups and all that sort of stuff. And on here, this is where you can make the drinks. So this is going to have a couple of brewing stand and of course a couple of cups. So again, very simple decoration. Spice it up if you like. You're more than welcome to. That is pretty much all that comes with the office, the actual main office. It's dead simple. Later on we'll be adding lanterns and plants and colour everywhere, but that's all going to be in one go. So the next thing that we're going to do is work our way into the captain's room. This is the captain's office. And you know what, if you wanted to, you could even take one of these signs here and you could label it as such. So it'd probably be maybe about here, wouldn't it? So maybe we could put like Captain. Captain, sir. Can we have, no, not Captain America. Captains, and then how do we go to the top? There we go. And then office. Come on, perfect. There we are. Lovely. Auto. Auto predict. Perfect. Captain's office. So now that we're in the captain's office, let's get rid of all of this, and here are all the materials.
Okay. I'm going to dump all of these materials in my inventory. Let's grab the materials that we need for the captain's office. I'm going to go and get dressed. I'll be right back, guys.
I'm the captain's office. I am the captain. The captain's office. The captain's office. The captain's So I'm going to be signing you as captain. Now the captain's office. You ask questions. Here's me. The life. This is my very own dose. Get to work, you. Everyone has to get those. Now crimes and fight crime. Go to the processing room and get your neck shot. Go to jail and get locked up. Captain.
Alright guys, I'm back. Time to make the captain's office. Mob, 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 mob. This is a story all about how
in the captain's office, ladies and gentlemen. Please do make sure that you have access to all of those and enough of those materials as well. So now that we have all of those materials, ladies and gentlemen, pause the video if you have to, of course. We can now. So I feel as though that we're making a lot of the same stuff in all the rooms, but again, this is what would be in a police station. So the first thing that we're going to do is a desk. Coming up this wall. It's going to come right out of the middle of this wall here, right at the end, like as you walk in. There's going to be 2 quartz slabs and then an upside down quartz stair on the end. There we are. we're going to stick a quartz stair on the very first quartz slab. Item frame in it, apple, stone pressure plate. You guys know the drill. We're going to stick chairs either side, and we're going to stick oak signs on here. And again, feel free to pick any colour of anything. I'm just sticking to button. You guys know the drill. We're going to stick chairs either side, and we're going to stick oak signs on here. And again, any colour of anything. I'm just sticking to oaks and spruce just because I don't want to get too fancy with it. I'm going to make a bookcase. This is where it comes in. And I'm going to make a filing cabinet. So to make the filing cabinet, light grey concrete, grey shulker box, light grey shulker box, grey shulker box, grey concrete armor stack. It's basically, we're just going to chuck a grey shulker box, light grey shulker box on top, item frames in, grey concrete's in, and that's like a filing cabinet. Armor stand in the corner, and that's of course just like whatever uniform they wear, and you're also to add like filing cabinet. Armor stand in the corner, and that's of course just to keep whatever uniform the captain may wear. And you're more than welcome also to add like shelves and things like that in here. I've been adding a couple of things. I mean, you could, again, like I'm going to be adding decoration a little bit later, but I'm going to have maybe like a lantern, maybe like a picture. We could even have like a flower or something in there. This will do for now. Especially that's all right. And in doing that, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, we have actually done like the majority of our police station. The only thing that we have to do is go all the way through the rooms once more and just add some finishing touches, some last details, so to speak. So I'm going to come all the way down here, and here are all of the items that I'm going.
Ma 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 ra ba 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 ra ba da 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 da. It's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day. That does a bad day goes about and the band stranger.
So to speak, spruce up the police station. So feel free to, you don't even have to do this part if you want. It depends whether you're happy with the police station as it is. But if you want to make it colourful, lighter, brighter, add some flair, then please. So once you have finished grabbing all of those materials for yourself, ladies and gentlemen, we can get started. So why don't we actually work out the police station in the same way that we kind of built it? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just add in the corner here a potted plant. That's all I'm going to add. Just because, just a potted plant here, and I might even add one, maybe just here behind this chair. You don't have to add these things, because I mean, this is where the prisoners are, so it's kind of up to your discretion if they're allowed to see plant life. What else can we add? Well, in here we've done a pretty good job of keeping it nice and bright, but if you wanted to, say you could give like, for instance, like sticks, which would be like so you could even give them like weapons and stuff as well.
It's wonderful day.
wanted to, you could add a little bit of carpet here too, but I don't really want to add too much to this part, simply because it's meant to be dark, it's meant to be dreary. Again, a lot of this is your discretion. Not only that, we can now work our way through to here. So this is actually like meant to be a lot nicer, a lot brighter. So around here we can add like potted plants like next to the doorways. In these positions we can maybe even add one in the corner here. If we want, we can add, I think we've actually got quite a few lanterns already, so I don't think that we'll be adding lanterns. But you can add like pictures and stuff if you want. So maybe say like here we add like maybe that sort of picture, and maybe we can add maybe this sort of picture too, you know, if you want. I think maybe there might be, I've never been to the police station, honestly. I've never been caught, but I've never been to the police station, so I don't know what, I think they might have like loads of posters and stuff, kind of like you would see at a school maybe, I don't know. We can add like alternating colors in this sort of area, maybe even in kind of like this middling area here, maybe, or maybe it is just in front of the desk area, just to brighten this and make it a little more inviting. That doesn't look too bad actually, does it? You can even, again, loads of potted plants if you want. I use all different colours obviously, but I'm just for the sake of keeping your inventory a little bit less you can add flowers everywhere. When it comes to the garage, I'm actually really happy with it. The only thing that we're missing from the garage, or so I would say, is vehicles. That is something that we're going to handle in completely different tutorials, so I'm quite happy with how the garage looks. Let's work our way upstairs. I'm really happy here. Like, we've made a couple of changes, but I think it has made quite an impact. When it comes to the stairway here, I mean, I'd recommend just a little bit of carpet maybe here at the bottom. Maybe completely for the carpet might actually look really good. Could even add like a lantern in the corner, and you could add like a painting as well, because I mean it's a hallway, it doesn't have to be so dim. Like a sea lantern, maybe a specific painting. So I guess you could have Pinocchio on the wall. I don't see why not. And again, if you wanted to, more potted plants. Again, do mix up the potted plants. Don't just use the same ones out. But I'm just giving you guys some ideas where you might want to add them. Speaking of, since this is a hallway, we could even, I only just thought this right now, we could add a window here if we wanted to. So we're kind of going to be using everything, but I'm just going to remember that we added this window. There might be a couple more places that we can add them to. So when we get into the office area, we're going to move straight into the interrogation. In the interrogation room, I actually like it exactly how it is. I like it exactly how it is. I think it's supposed to be dark. It's meant to be a bit dreary. It's not meant to be fun in here. Kind of how the dream was supposed to be, but I did add a little bit of flavour to that, I guess. But this is an interrogation room. I'm leaving that how it is. This room here, I think I'm gonna pretty much. The only thing that I would add is maybe just like again plant and leaves, just to brighten things up a bit. You could add like a painting on the wall. These could even be like mug shots. Like you could have this guy. You could have that guy with like previous mugshots on the wall if you wanted to. I probably wouldn't add any carpet here, or maybe you could add carpet in such a way that it kind of like let people know that you stand, that's where you stand. I probably wouldn't add too much. The office area itself, I do feel as though that we should make this a little bit brighter, so I'm just going to add a strip of carpet kind of like leading from this sort of area here, just along the floor. Now you could make this one row thick, or you could make it 3 rows thick. I kind of like just having one those up already. You can add lanterns up next to the desks to keep things brighter. And you could even add a little bit of carpet behind the desks. To make it a little bit less depressing. You're always welcome to add paintings, because I mean, you might get a painting. This is going to be difficult because of the bottom. How do we just add a single painting without having to rip up the button? I guess that's unfortunate, but we could have paintings like here, you know, like family members and stuff, like family paintings or family pictures and stuff. Could have the same sort of, like a giant painting here. I guess that there probably would be artwork, right? Like in the police station. I think there would anyway, like, especially like where the employees are, the police people. You've done a little bit of artwork just to... things up a bit. So maybe like a painting there, for instance, and we could even have like we could have a carpet leading you here, so that people are intrigued to come down this way. Because I mean, you've got the window, and then you see the carpet, and then you see the exit. When it comes to the captain's office, I mean, like a lantern up here, maybe like a lantern also here, flower here, you know, oak leaves here. To the captain's office, I mean, like a lantern here, lantern also here, flower here, you know, oak leaves here, maybe a strip of carpet, maybe here. That doesn't look so good. Maybe something like that. You know, it's not exactly like the nicest looking office in the world, but I think that it's all right. And now, I mean, with all of the armor stands, we can add to them if we so choose, or just hats, or just whatever. So like this armor stand. Stand here, but we do have armor stands down here, and where else? There's not that many places that you can add windows, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, a window there is actually a blind. Downstairs, we do have a couple of armor stands here which are kind of fun. You could give this like a bow, crossbow. All of them would have hats, I think, something like that, just like equipment. You could even place chests about the place, and you could put more equipment and stuff in there as well, but again, that's not up to your discretion, but that's... Ladies and gentlemen, that's the entire place complete. I don't think that there's anything that we're missing. That's exactly how this place should look, and that's all there is to it. So this is what the entire build should look like once it's been 100% fully completed, ladies.
We have finished a police station. Wow, I can't believe it. We have built an entire police station, guys. This video was really long. I'm very sorry how long this video was. But we've built an entire police station. Look at that, guys. That looks absolutely amazing. I really love it. Don't do crime, kids. The police will catch you. Or you might get fined if you get a speeding ticket. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me building an entire police station. If you did, guys, enjoy this video, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video from me, and I'll see you guys soon. Have a lovely day, guys. Peace out.